Where's that thing?
It says
Oh,
we're live.
well,
We're
hello,
live.
people. We're live. I guess I forgot the
Hello.
intro, but
First
uh,
pilot. We'll work out the bugs.
this is our first episode with a new co-host. Uh, for you all that's watched the other ones, my wife used to join us or join me, and we talk about wrestling. And thing was, she used to fall asleep during the wrestling, and then she'd fall asleep before we do our show. So Chris was kind enough to step in, so we're going to do some rebranding. So that's why you can see the intro. I'm kind of slacking on that.
I tagged in. New faction here. New tag team.
So, but since Chris is in there, what Xbox do you have, Chris? What
I
is it?
have the Xbox Series X.
The
So,
Xbox Series X.
yeah, it was the latest and greatest at the time. But that was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't
So
know. Whenever it came out.
I'm guessing if I bought that, I can download all those games onto it that I've already purchased because it I think that's the one. It says sometimes XS, and you know
Yeah.
it's got both versions with it when I buy a
Exactly.
game online.
Yeah. So yeah, if
So
it has both versions, then you should be good. It should be sitting there like in your queue because obviously you're not going to download the Series X
right,
to your
I'm trying
normal
to get
Xbox.
this fucking shirt out.
And mine does the same thing. It's just I don't have an Xbox anymore.
Yeah,
Mine bit the
I
dust.
still got the Xbox One. I
Mine bit the
haven't
dust
I haven't gone and gotten a bigger one,
because I tried
but
to do
I bought
23 with Donald, with Jeremy's co-host.
right.
We tried to play X and we couldn't play. So I was like, "Can we do that this year?" So I googled it. And nope.
That sucks. You
Yeah, I was
know,
like,
they were supposed to be like backwards compatible and all of this, and I was so hyped because Microsoft was doing this. You get the Xbox One, they were releasing all these 360 games so that if you had the disc, you could, and all you had to do was download a quick patch and you could play the
yeah,
game, a 360 game on your Xbox One
yeah.
using the disc. Oh, now
I
they're
know,
like, oh, you can't, yeah, and they're shutting down servers
I know. I was
quickly.
so excited. So many games I wanted to play.
I'm not a big fan of watching. I know this is about wrestling, but I'm gonna take a quick detour. When I started out gaming, I was playing the Madden games with my brother
Same, same. I play those
really
too.
early on. I mean, it started out with Tecmo Bowl, but the Madden, when
Nice.
the first Madden game came out, man, we were like staying up
I
24/7 playing that fucking game,
I
building
know
our
that
own
one.
teams and having a
Yeah.
blast. Um, but I went, and it was last year or the year before. My buddy Mark and I, because we used to do that too with the Madden games, went out and bought the brand new. This was when he still had the 360.
Yeah.
Went out and bought this, copy, about a year old, right? Madden.
Yep.
And the thing is, we found out that the EA server was closed down for that particular version, and it was only a year old. So we couldn't play it online together like he could be at his house. We'd have to play it in the same room together to play it.
Right.
And it's like, what a fucking waste of money.
Yeah. That happened with a couple of me and my buddies too. We would do a lot of first-person shooters back before they made me nauseous. Now I can't even look at one for more than like 5 minutes, and I'm surprised I can watch you guys play golf it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't have
I
that kind of problem. I feel sorry for people that do because, I'm not too sure, but, people that really love to play the video games and stuff, there's a lot of them that they can't play
yeah, and I do that a lot
because,
on first player, and that's why I'm stuck with like wrestling and Madden and NBA, and because first person shooters just, and I love them so much, but just can't. And I've always loved the wrestling games. Always, like I said, way back, Pro Wrestling on Nintendo was my first one.
Okay. I was just sending Jeremy a message.
Nice.
So, trying to keep things straight here.
Right.
But, did you watch any of that Monday Night Raw?
I did not get to this week. It's just been, I read a little bit about it. And I've been hearing more about Jordan Grace's stuff than. Let me see. I'm just going to Google it real quick and see. Something. I saw the Liv Morgan thing. I'll have to start watching it more. That's my fault. I'm sorry I wasn't able to catch up this time. Kaiser beat Sheamus.
Yeah, so that Liv Morgan thing, I mean, that was the thing that really gets me is she reminds me of some of them chicks that get obsessed with a guy or something. And I know she's only doing it because she wants to take everything Rhea Ripley had.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, I'd hate to be in Dom's shoes because you got to think about this. And this is the only time I'm going to talk decent about him. Okay. I mean, yeah, I know it's all a storyline, but anyway, the things he said about his father were just kind of.
Yeah.
He just got married to his high school sweetheart. That was like a big deal. And you got to realize he's not, if that's the case, and he's a true gentleman, and I think that's why Finn Balor and some of these are coming in, because I'm not so sure this Liv Morgan thing is scripted that much.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's why Finn and what's that other fucker's name?
Damian Priest.
JD McDonough and stuff are stepping in between Liv and Dom. Because they don't want to. Dom wouldn't want to put that in jeopardy.
Right.
But yeah, it's getting to be more and more kind of fun. Yeah. But I think without Rhea Ripley, the Judgment Day is going to fall. She better hurry up and get back before it falls apart completely, because she was the true leader and brains behind that whole faction.
And that's a legit injury, right? I can't remember. I know we talked about it.
Yeah, that was a legit injury.
Okay. I know we talked about it on Mark's. But
at least we think it is.
Yeah.
It seems to be a legit injury, but it also sounds like she's coming back real soon. But that might not be in like a wrestling, like cleared to wrestle, but coming back to make sure that the Judgment Day doesn't fall apart.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, that's the last thing WWE would want is to lose one of their money-making machines,
Yeah, that one's making them money. That and Bloodline were making them all the money last year.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for some things to happen with that one.
Bloodline needs to expand. So I don't like Solo. It's just not, as the leader, he's not doing it for me.
But like I said, I think it's going to be Roman, the Usos versus Solo and his little faction, and it's going to turn into some kind of civil war.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Survivor Series is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They got plenty of time to build the storyline.
Yep.
Because the next big thing right now is what is that? That Crown Jewel or
Clash at the Castle.
Clash at the Castle.
I just heard him talking about it today, and it's the only reason I remember.
Like next weekend or the weekend after or some shit.
Yeah.
And then Survivor Series is the next big one after that.
That's right. Yeah, I remember there was only 4.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back to the days. Oh, And here's a scoop for you. Iron Anderson's contract ran out in AEW.
I saw that. I was like, wow.
He did not sign back with AEW.
It was him. Who else did I see? Mark Henry and one other person.
Yeah, but the important thing about Iron Anderson is Cody, before this happened, before the thing about Iron became news, Cody was putting out hints both publicly, when he was like on Raw or SmackDown or whatever, and on his social media stuff about thinking about getting a manager because of how he got, shafted with those, that he should have had double title shot. It should have been title versus title.
Oh yeah, the Logan.
And he got kind of shafted there, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's rumored, and believe me, it's just a rumor, that Iron Anderson's coming to WWE to manage Cody.
Interesting.
He was Cody's coach over when Cody was in AEW.
Yeah.
So they've got a great relationship already.
Right. So I just don't know if I see a baby face with a manager.
Just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, they've done it before.
Now Cody turning heel with Arn, I'd love to see, but
I don't think that's going to happen either.
No,
not
it won't.
too soon.
Yeah, too soon.
But
unless something happens, but yeah, I don't know what, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that'd be. I've always liked him as a wrestler too.
So it was an interesting night, and the other thing is Braun Strowman's showing that he's standing up for those little guys and stuff again.
Nice.
But I'm thinking he's not doing a whole lot right now because he's waiting. I got a feeling that when Uncle Howdy shows up, and he's gonna show up sooner or later, we all see all the codes and stuff flashing across there. They've actually flashed across the game.
Really?
They're in the game. So there's a lot of teasers, and I'm just waiting for it to happen.
Wow.
It's going to be really interesting to see how many of those rumors are true. I mean, as far as I can tell, they've only confirmed that it's going to be Bo Dallas, as AKA Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other guy's name, but there was Eric Rowan and Nikki Cross and one other dude that were already confirmed. But see, Braun Strowman, when he was on break, he was talking like, when I come back, I want to do something to honor Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Isn't it that one dude that never talked? Was he supposed to be part of them? Kind of feuded with Miz for a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name
That's
right now.
the guy's name. I mean, I can picture him. He got kind
of wore a black sweater or something.
Guy, and he's blonde hair, and he got an angry look on his face all the time.
Kind of reminded me of a German soldier, kind of.
Yeah.
Always wore the black sweater, and he had a thing with somebody. I can't think. Yeah.
Oops. I didn't do this right.
Name. I know who it is.
Shit.
I just can't think of him.
All right. I'll cut this short. We're going to cut this a little short tonight. But before we go, I know you've got the game, but I've got the ability to do this.
Yeah, right now you got the ability. I'll figure it out eventually.
So I'm going to see how well this works. I'm not going to play it. Whoops.
I'm not lazy. That's a great one.
All right. There we go.
Okay. Do you play any of the Mike Action or anything? Or do you just
All right. So this is the new. This is. Let's just start out here at the beginning. That's the new game.
Cody.
I really do like this though because it's got all the red, white, and blue in there.
Yeah, that's an awesome cover.
You know, I like the way this game starts. I really do. You know,
Yeah.
but when you get in there, you've got a lot of choices, and we'll go backwards in time eventually because not only are we going to talk about wrestling, but as you can see, we're going to review some of the wrestling games.
Heck yes.
And some of those wrestling games we won't be able to show you like this because they go way back and those systems don't have the capability of what we're doing now.
Odds and ends, huh? Nice.
But they still got locker codes. Thank God I bought this game before quite a few of them expired.
Yeah.
It's still got My Faction, My Rise, the Showcase. But here's the cool thing. I'm going to wait, I went the wrong way. Damn it.
I do it a lot. Don't worry.
I'm gonna just show because I bought the Ultimate Edition, so a lot of the things are unlocked.
Right.
And
yeah.
there's a place you can go to look at some of this stuff without actually. All right.
Yeah, you got creations and options. Do you do creation ever? Do you ever create people?
Yep, I've already done that.
Nice.
This whole thing is really cool that how they've set this up. It's they've got a little bit more options available there.
Yeah.
Then you got your online options, your community creations, you know, lobbies to play online. I never do that either.
Yeah.
But here you can look at. Wait, that's the wrong one.
In the store?
Trying to figure out where it was. Nope. I had it. So here we go. See, these are the purchasables, but I've got them all unlocked. But here's part of the roster of people that are available. And these weren't available in the game just before this. Some of these weren't even available that are old ones. So these guys were available because it's got the 40 years of WrestleMania.
Oh, cool. Who's that next to Cactus Jack? The girl.
So you've got Batista, Beth Phoenix, Big Boss Man.
I was like him. Okay.
Kathy Kelly.
Okay.
She's a manager.
Yeah. That's why she didn't look familiar to me. I know the name now.
Yeah, Doink. And look at this. You even have China for a change. Where you don't have to download her where somebody created her.
Right. Oh, I see Harley Race.
Whoops. Sorry.
That is Harley Race, right?
That's Harley Race.
Yes, yes.
You got a couple versions of Hogan.
That's nice.
The Hurricane.
He always made me laugh.
A couple versions of Kane. Muhammad Ali.
Ooh, have you played with him yet?
Nope.
Mighty Molly.
Paul Bear.
Paul Bear, nice. Is that young Randy Orton right there next to Rey Mysterio? Under Cactus Jack, under Mick.
Yep. From 02.
Wow. That's when he started, I think. Stacy Keibler.
Shane,
nice. Is that Uncle Howdy?
Yep.
Cool. That's
Manga. Couple Triple H.
This is bad.
Few Undertakers.
X-Punk.
Nick Cole.
I've always liked William Regal too.
And then there's some of the rings, the arenas.
Ooh, Halloween Havoc.
There's more that I can get unlocked too. We'll
Yeah.
get there. All the different belts. This I thought was cool too, because in the last game, some of these belts weren't even included.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not including the brand new ones that they've just created, of course, because they've got the new Intercontinental title in here.
Yeah. Oh, they got the new one in there? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a Performance Center belt. By the way, there is a Performance Center in this game too. It's kind of like a tutorial game.
Yeah. I've done it online. And
I'll get to that too, but that was really cool. Look at that. Up, up, down, down.
The New Day crap. I mean, I don't mean crap in a bad way when I say that.
There's the Wolfpack's belt.
And then the original NWO belt.
And there's the original. And those weren't included in some of the games. The one was, but there was only one of them.
Yeah. The Divas.
Then you got all these. Stone Colds, the Brahma Bull, the old Divas champion. And I swear, where was it? What the hell?
Oh, the US Spinner. Nice.
I swear somewhere in here was the 24/7 title. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right there.
Nice. The Cena Spinner. Cool. United Kingdom. That's cool.
They got some cool belts, but the thing to make belts is pretty cool too now.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the other thing. There's the Performance Center. It's basically a training thing.
Yeah.
A tutorial. And you get some good rewards if you complete it, apparently. Obviously, you can see I haven't completed it yet.
Yeah, I went all the way through it. Yeah, I can't remember what you get. Because I got the game the day it came out. But
well, I didn't get the game the day it came out.
Yeah, and I played it for a couple days, and then it just got shoved on the back burner when I started playing my NBA one. I get into all that GM stuff, but I love this one's too. So,
oh come on! I wanted to go. I hate the loading. That's the only thing I hate about all these wrestling games is loading takes forever.
Yeah.
But what was it now? I wanted to show you something. I thought this was the coolest part of the game. I don't know if you know this about my faction, but there's something you can get in my faction if you're lucky or something. I don't know how I got it. Right here, manager.
Oh, Insane Asylum.
All right.
Well, that's your name, right? Okay, I got you.
Look at my manager. Wait, how can I do that? Okay, here we go.
Bronson Wheat. Pharaoh's your manager?
Pharaoh's my manager.
That's Cody's dog,
That's
right?
Cody's Husky.
Nice.
That's
cool.
Cody's Siberian Husky. That's my manager for my faction.
I love that. Does he walk out with you or?
No, but it's still kind of cool. I mean, this is a different type of game. I just wish that I could get this in the real gameplay. Yeah, it is. It is kind of funny, Jeremy. I agree.
That's awesome, though. I love that. I just thought it'd be cool, like having him walk out with you down the ramp and all that.
But now here's something that's new in my faction that I didn't like. Okay. Some cards. Whoops! Some cards like all right. Here's all the cards I have so far. I've actually played my faction quite a bit. Okay. These are just the male cards, male superstars, right?
Okay, yeah. You got the
But
common man.
the problem I have with some of them is, as I'm trying to find him, he's got to be here somewheres. Or did he go away? Oh, he must have went away.
Oh,
I must have lost. Oh, no, here it is.
Roman.
Whoops. I didn't want to switch. That Roman card. See how it says in the lower right corner next to free agent? It's got a number 3 in there.
Okay.
That means he can only be used 3 times and then he's going to disappear from your collection. They never had that on last year's game.
Okay.
That's something new. So when you're playing this, people, be very careful and watch for that, because if you're going, what the fuck happened? Like I had Roman Reigns in my collection and now he's fucking gone and I can't use him. That's why.
Can you like re-up his contract or anything? Oh God. Okay. Yeah, they have something like that on the one of the 2 sports games too, and it's so annoying.
Oops, I want to take him out of here so I don't accidentally use him.
Use him? Yeah. But yeah, they do that on that game too, and it's real freaking annoying. Hi, Jeremy, if you're still watching.
I wish, Jeremy.
What did he say?
He asked me the same question about Pharaoh walking out to the ring with me.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so cool. So you can put Raquel and Rhea as a tag team, huh?
There's my female faction cards so far.
Nice. Who's Lola Tandy, if I may ask?
I don't know, but she is a beast in the ring.
Okay. Because I recognize doesn't. I like Rhea down there with the blonde hair.
Yeah, and I think
first started.
Yeah, and this one I gotta watch because Dakota Kai, she's like Roman. Free agent.
3. I see that.
Matches left.
Oof.
But I like what they did. I just don't like that one thing where you end up losing some of your cards.
Right.
That's the only thing I like, and you can't increase it.
Oh man. So
that's the only thing I like that I dislike about my faction and all the changes that they made to it.
Right.
But otherwise, I really enjoy it.
What's your favorite mode to play? Then this.
What's that?
Oh, what's your favorite mode to play? I was saying.
Well, I've been playing my towers right now.
Oh, okay.
See, where is that playing? I don't play anything multiplayer because I'm not that good at playing the computer as it is. So I do the weekly towers.
Okay, I get you.
When I get to a point where I can't do it anymore because I don't got any the right cards or whatever, because see, I've got week 2 almost completed. Yeah, my next match is with Jey Uso.
Yeet.
But some of these matches that were early on,
Grayson Waller. You had fun beating him, didn't you?
That was a tag team ladder match, though.
Ooh.
That one wasn't easy. And there was a fatal 4-way already.
Wow.
This week 2's been easy. Normal tag team match. You know.
Yeah.
I'll do these other ones here too eventually. I'm just working on the towers. I'll take it as far because I'll play the other 2 as well.
Right.
I just don't play the stuff where it's like online.
Yeah, I don't like doing online. Unless it's like if we played or something, I don't mind. But
right. If we did, with the 2 systems, it's not.
Yeah. Totally different there. But if we could. I do Universe a lot.
And then I was just going to say, I've got a Universe going, which is pretty cool. I like the way they redid Universe.
And I have played my GM some, but wasn't. Look
I
at
like
you.
the way they did the universe.
Yeah, yours looks a little bit different than mine.
You know, where you can manage it, edit options,
Yeah.
make your own matches.
Yep.
It's a lot easier to navigate.
Yeah. I mean, it's all essentially the same as mine. It's just like set up differently. The screens look different.
Is it easier or harder to play than golf it?
For me, it's
That's
easier, but
that's a
I've
good
been.
one. I think golf it's easier sometimes.
I think wrestling is golf. I
Well,
figured out what was wrong is my mouse is
I don't know
screwy.
if I suppose if I got set up right, so I'm sitting in front of my TV instead of off to one side, it might be easier for me, especially now that I had the cataract surgery. You know, I also like playing a lot of the racing games as well. You know,
Right?
and the biggest one on Xbox is Forza,
Yep, I got that.
and I've got all those Forzas. Forza Horizon.
Yep.
You know, I love those games. But
So,
here's the thing I really like. When you go in, I keep grabbing the mouse instead of the controller. Here's the one thing I like about this. All right. When you do like a one-on-one match and you do match rules, you can automatically do one with a special guest referee. You're going to have a casket match.
yeah.
They didn't have that in the last years
No.
that I know of.
Ambulance too.
They didn't even have the ambulance match as well.
That one's
And I'm
hard.
thinking, I haven't played either one yet, but I haven't gotten this far, but I will get there. You know, they've
Yeah.
had extreme rules. They've had like backstage brawl or false count anywhere, right?
Yeah.
There's a false count anywhere. All right. Now you got like the 2-on-2. Mixed gender tag is in
Yeah.
there. That wasn't in the last years as far as I know.
That's not as far as I know either.
Then I think in what is it like? No, whoops,
Oops.
I went too
Good.
far back.
You're good.
I think it's like here it is.
War games. Yeah.
They got war games. Look at that.
That's fun.
2 rings, 1 cage.
That's fun.
Now that I think is cool as hell.
Yeah.
Whoops. Boy, my fucking controller's touchy.
Yeah. That's what she said.
And then they got the gauntlet. They got the gauntlet matches. 3 types of them. You know.
Yep.
So they added a lot there.
Have you played the My GM yet at all? Or
No.
Okay.
Now, if you go in there, it'll see it starts it like I've never done it before.
Yeah, you don't want to do that right now. I didn't want
See,
to. Yeah, then you
blank.
pick your GM and blah blah
Right.
blah.
It's all blank.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of a different version of that other one you were just showing me. My faction. You get to draft your superstars, and you get like I don't know if it's a year or 6 months to build up the best.
I've done one of these, I think, or I just watched it. Maybe. No, I did the 87 one. I think.
Dragon's
Yeah.
one of my favorite all
I
time.
did these 2. I'm up to this one now.
You got to slam him.
So the first one was like from WrestleMania 3.
3, yeah.
And here's another one from WrestleMania 3. So I started to play this. I got through this one pretty easily, you know, and got quite a bit unlocked.
Yeah.
You know, I'm having fun because it's still allowing me to unlock shit. It's not like when you bought the game, the biggest edition, everything's unlocked for you. And it's like, well, that's fucking boring.
Right?
You know, I like to go through and try to unlock. Where's the fucking challenge in that if you don't let me unlock this shit? So I like that as well. You know, so I unlocked a lot of shit by playing that one match. But like I said, I can't. I might just start playing it this way where I play through my computer screen by having it kind of whatever it's doing right now.
Right. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to get mine over here, but right now it's on my trusty TV.
But see here, there's my start to my rise.
Oh, nice.
That's my homemade character for my rise. I just did it quick though because I wanted to play it.
That's usually what I do, and then I slowly start.
And look at this; they show you the little facts in here.
That's neat.
You know, the first time I played it, it was Roman Reigns and his championship reign.
Best modern day heel champion of all time. Best modern day, not of all time. I'm sorry.
But like I said, look at that. At the bottom there, look how long it's taking to load.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that Cody's theme I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think so. I added the jukebox so it only plays songs I like.
I do that all the time. I miss the good old days when you could burn your songs onto the hard drive and play those while the game was playing, or make them the theme songs.
Oh, it's actually putting me in a match.
Oh, well, there you go. We can watch a little bit of a match. Is that you?
No, that's KO.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's who I'm taking on. But see, the thing about this is, I think this is one of the hardest parts of the game. One, this is for the title.
Uh-oh.
So this match isn't going to take place. I'm not going to play it like this while we're broadcasting live.
Right.
Because, and I've almost, I beat his ass once already, but I'm going to go through so I can get to the match and I can pause it and show you the part I'm talking about. Show everybody the part I'm talking about.
Oh, you look cool, dude.
These matches have objectives. So each time you do the match objective, another one pops up. So see, it's like show SmackDown what the Universal Champion is all about by damaging Kevin Owens in the ring until the meter is full. Right?
And then it shows you how to do it.
Right. But then it's like, then you get past that, then you got to whip him into the corner, and then you got to do something else. And I missed one objective when I pinned his ass, and it said, I failed the whole thing. So I got to start it over, obviously. But
oh, okay. Uh-oh.
But see, there's the meter there.
Yeah.
So it shows you
that up. It'll give you something else.
Change every time you complete.
And then it'll cut to scenes sometimes. Like you'll go to Irish whip him, and then it cuts, and he reverses you and throws you out of the ring. And I hate it when you lose a title and can't control it. I've had that happen like 2 or 3 times.
I think this game is one of the. I think they did an excellent job.
For sure.
On making this one.
Yeah, I like it. I need to get back into
it. It got better than last year's. They made some of the right improvements that they needed to make the gameplay better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I had the extra cash to get it early because the locker codes do expire.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, like last year, I got the game late last year. And so when I got it late last year, I only had like a few of the locker codes that actually ended up working.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, so I didn't get all the benefits, but I did buy, again, I did buy the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to look back, I've got, let's see, the newest one is 24. Got 23. I'm pretty sure there's 22, 20, 21, 19. Yeah. You know, I've got it all the way back for the 2K games.
That's what I was going to say. I got all the way back to SmackDown versus Raw.
Well, I've got those on the old PlayStation, the discs for those, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet if I opened this closet, I'd find a handful of those old wrestling games. You know, SmackDown versus Raw. You know, some of the original ones from the PlayStation 1. I bet there's one from a cartridge system.
Yep.
You know,
I got rid of all mine, but yep.
I've been playing the wrestling games ever since they came out, and the first arcade, that cabinet wrestling game that was like WrestleMania. It was called WrestleMania. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Hogan, Ultimate Warrior,
Andre. I think the Hart Foundation.
Andre. Anyway, I used to play the shit out of that game.
Yeah, we had the convenience store that's right over here, about 3 blocks. I didn't live here, and I was littler, but the guy in there, he didn't care, so he'd like open up the little thing under there and just like click us like 50 credits and shut it again.
Oh, you got lucky. I had to have a roll of quarters in my pocket, man.
I know. Did it first, and then he got to like us, and so he's just like, you guys spend enough on soda and snacks. So
the only time something like that happened to me was this guy owned a bar, and I ended up living not too far from that bar, and it was when my brother and I had our bachelor pad. All right, it was the summer before I got leukemia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always hate to hear this.
So I go to this bar because they had some of the best bar burgers on the west side of Madison. Okay. And I'm always down for a bar burger. I don't drink, but I'm always down for a bar burger. Now, this bar was famous in Madison because on Sunday mornings or Saturday mornings, they'd serve smut and eggs.
Ooh.
Now, what smut and eggs is you sit there and eating your breakfast, and they'd have 5 or 6, 7 TV screens around the thing, and they were all showing porn movies.
Smut and eggs. I get it now. I get it. Smut and eggs.
So they were famous in Madison because of smut and eggs. But the guy that owned the bar knew me since I was like 4 or 5 years old, probably before I was even born, because my uncle, helped him build that bar, you know, turn it into a bar from what it was. And then he basically went to school with my mom, my dad, you know, and so he was like, he's known me. So I'm over there as an adult living in that apartment. And I walked through the railroad tracks to go get a bar burger. And he's like, got this guy working for him that he's kind of slow. Okay. And he needed him out of his hair. So he's like, here, hands me the keys to the pool table so I could sit there and play pool free with this kid all day, just to keep him out of his hair. And then after that, I come in there and he just give me, you want to play some pool? Sure.
That's great, though.
So I'd go in there at lunchtime and I'd open up the pool table and I'd just sit there and I'd fucking practice all day until somebody challenged me.
Right.
Because, you know, he kept that kid busy most of the time, but every now and then when he was doing his books, he didn't want that kid coming up to him like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? You know?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. No, that's cool, though.
But I also owned, at one time when I owned my video store, I had an arcade.
Nice.
Right next to it. So I had the key to all those. machines in there, including the pool table.
Love it. Love it. I want to start an arcade.
So, folks, we're going to cut this short. He's got family from Las Vegas.
Yeah, did not expect
poker. You going to play some poker?
We can
My
sometime.
family lives in Vegas. They'd all be fucking broke. They're a bunch of gambling addicts.
When I went out and visited him, I put $50 on the Jaguars, and this has been like 8 years ago, to win the Super Bowl. If I had won, it would have ended up giving me like $48,000 or something. Of course they didn't, but yeah, the odds were like 2,500. I don't know. Somebody can do the math again.
Nice,
like
Jeremy. I do want to go back. I tell you though, I need to go back to have some money in my pocket and have some time on my hands.
He's going bowling, I think.
I was there just for a weekend. All right. And by the time I found a Texas Hold'em tournament that I could afford to enter, it was too late. I didn't have enough time. I mean, my plane was due to leave on the 14th.
But yeah.
I'm still in a lawsuit with Las Vegas anyways. Son of a bitches lied to me. You know, they said, you know, what stays in Vegas? You know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know that saying? You know, I won this trip to go to Vegas. I go to Vegas. I ended up getting married, and she came back with me.
I was going to say I caught crabs, and they came home with me.
I won it. The true story is I won a trip on Christmas Eve.
That's awesome.
My daughter got upset because she thought I was going to take her to Vegas with me because she's the one that told me that I won the trip, that the radio station was looking for me. And it's like, the last thing I want to do is take my fucking daughter on Valentine's Day weekend to Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Right.
So I took my girlfriend and we ended up getting married down there.
Nice. That's actually congratulations.
And it's been 14 years since I've been in Vegas. I wouldn't mind going to bowl either, but man, I don't know if I could bowl 3 fucking games anymore. I used to be a really, really, really good bowler. I was on leagues. You know, I started out real young, and my uncle told my dad that when my uncle, my dad's brother, took me bowling one day, and I'm sitting here 12 years old and I'm getting like, you know, 160, 170, 180s, you know, consistently at 12 years old. My uncle's like, you should be on leagues. And now this is back in the 70s, late 70s. So my dad put me on leagues and I stuck with it for a very, very long time. You know, I had a very high average. I think my average was like 189 when I left the leagues. I had an average of 189. I never bowled a 300 game, but came awfully close twice.
Very nice.
You know,
I came close to 150 a few times.
But, you know, I bowled on leagues with, at the time it was my one girlfriend. I bowled on leagues with her on a couple leagues. And then I bowled on normal mixed leagues and then, you know, team leagues. And, you know, I bowled all kinds of, I was on like 3 leagues in 1 year.
Nice.
Had my own shoes, 2 bowling balls. They're probably fucking damaged all the hell because they've been sitting in the garage.
Right.
Nice, Jeremy. Nice.
Nice. I'll applaud that, Jeremy. Good job.
But I loved bowling, and it was a fun thing to do for me.
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't let me play football because I could never make the fucking weight. It's like, you motherfuckers. I mean, I could eat all I want, but I never put on the poundage. You know, high metabolism.
That used to be me.
Played basketball in high school, though. lettered in track, played basketball, but didn't get to play football like I wanted to.
Cool.
But anyway, people, we'll be back next week at a new time. We're going to start an hour later than normal because of Chris's schedule. We'll probably be talking more about the pay-per-view. I'm going to, you got to forgive me, people. I'm going to continue to call it pay-per-view. I know they're calling them premium live events, but fuck them.
Do you watch Busted Open or listen to Busted Open, Joe?
No.
On it, they have Bully Ray on there as a guest, and Tommy Dreamer was on there today. And Tommy Dreamer said PLE, and they went on a tirade for like an hour. Pay-per-view, PLE, it's the same damn thing. It was funny as hell. I was laughing about it. And so when you said, and I still call them pay-per-views, I don't care.
Well, yeah, and I'm old school. People show you. I mean, it was that way for quite a few years.
Yeah, they just changed that last year or something. So.
And the thing is, we're going to hopefully come up with a new name for the show, rebrand it, and we're not going to just talk about wrestling, but we'll be talking about wrestling games, past and present.
Everything wrestling.
So everything wrestling. So the next one will be hopefully, Wednesday? Next Wednesday, 8 o'clock Central Time.
7 o'clock Mountain Time.
That way I don't have to wait for Chris. So
exactly. Yeah. Sorry about that.
So hopefully everything will be new by then. It gives me and Chris time to think of a new name and new branding and everything will be brand new. We'll talk more about wrestling, more about the pay-per-views that are coming up and what we think is going on with Uncle Howdy.
Yep. And yeah, hopefully review some stuff that happened over the week, talk about rumors. We'll do it all. I just saw MJF just showed up, but we'll talk about it a little later or some other time.
So till next week, people, have fun.
Stay safe. Have a good week.
And have a good week.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye. Stick around for a minute, Chris.
Okay. I'm alone. I'm here.
My mind is baffling. It's racing so bad. I've got so many thoughts. I pressed the wrong button. So now I'm going to end it. Stay safe. Have a great weekend, folks. See you next week.
Great weekend, everybody. Goodbye. Stay safe all week.